Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it is a surprise video. Wasn't planning on making this video, but it is very much so needed because one of my good friends is is a part of a wedding on Saturday morning, or I don't know what time the wedding is, but she asked me to do her makeup like forever ago. But she found out she has to be at the bridal location really early in the morning, and she didn't want to have to make me wake up that early, so she just asked if I would make her a tutorial video because she knows about my channel. So I asked her what color she was comfortable with working, and I created this look right here. I hope you guys like it. So that is why I created this video. I really talked through this video to explain what I was doing and why I was doing it, and really make sure that Courtney in particular could do this look for herself, so she can look fabulous on the wedding day. So it is just the eye look. She told me she could do the face makeup, so I feel like that's pretty standard. But yeah, this is what I came up with. I like it. It's really pretty. I might wear it to formal. So anyways, let's get into this video, and I hope you guys like it. Bye. Okay, so I have already done my foundation and concealer. So now I'm just going to go in with some Scotch tape, and I'm just going to put that from the corner of my eye up, like where so if you're not comfortable doing this, you don't have to. You'll just get a more rounded edge than you would a sharp edge. And you kind of put it in line from where your bottom lash line would extend up, so you can just like kind of draw it with your finger, and that's where the line of the tape is going to go. So have that on, looking fresh. I'm going to take my 28 neutral palette from Coastal Scents. I've had this bad boy since, honestly, probably middle school. I love it. It's such a good neutral palette, and like I said in the intro, Courtney wanted me to stick with neutrals, or she feels most comfortable with browns, so that's what I'm going to stick with for this tutorial, since it is dedicated to her, because she's going to have to do this for the wedding on Saturday. So I'm going to take a big fluffy blending brush. I'm going to take this medium brown shade right here, and I'm just going to blend that into the crease as a transition color. It's just a nice soft matte brown color, just so that all of the shadows blend together on your eye and there's no harsh lines. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side, just back and forth. Also would like to point out that I've lived in this room for 2 years and finally found a good setup for videos, so yay, I move out in 3 weeks. Cool. Okay, so now that we have that in the crease, that's what that looks like. I'm going to go in, I'm using a couple palettes because she has a really large palette with a bunch of shadows, and I don't have that exact palette, so I'm using a plethora of the shadows that I have. So I think I'm going to go in with, actually I'm going to do this Wet n Wild palette. It's the Comfort Zone, you know, it's classic. So I'm going to go in with this one, and I'm going to take this crease brown one right here, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it. I'm just going to take this like medium-sized crease brush. It's a little less fluffy than, oh, that's not the right brush. This is the brush we just used to blend, and then this is the one that we're going to put the other shade in with. So it's a little smaller than that. Makes it easier to get a little more precise. So I'm going to get some of that on my brush, and then I'm just going to concentrate it in the outer V. So I'm just going to pat it on the bottom part of the V, and then I'm going to take it into the crease. And I have a really light hand with this because I don't want it to be too overwhelming. Just want to gradually build that color. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye, just bringing it down like that, and then pulling it in through the crease. Okay, so that is what that color looks like on there. I'm going to go ahead and go back in with this blending brush and just kind of blend all of that out, just so again there's no harsh lines, everything is cohesive and it looks good. And it just darkened up that crease a little bit. So there's that. Next I'm going to go in with the Naked Smoky palette, which looks like this. And I'm going to take this brush. It's just another crease brush, but it's a little more tapered at the end. And I'm going to go in with the shade Radar, and it's a deeper brown, and it's also shimmery. So I'm going to go in with that. And again, kind of put it where we put the other one. I'm just kind of doing the same thing I did with the other color. However, I am concentrating this more in the outer corner. I'm not bringing it all the way in because that just would be too much color in the inner crease. So I'm just keeping it on the outer V. Okay. So I'm keeping it like that. And then I'm going to go in with a small shading brush like that, really short, really compact, and I'm going in with this color called High from the Smoky palette, and it is just a cool toned shimmery champagne color. I wanted to keep these colors pretty cool because Courtney's bridesmaid's dress is gray, so I didn't want like the really warm toned eyes, so I'm going to keep it pretty cool with the browns. And then I'm just going to take this color and pat it on the inner part of the lid. And this step honestly might work best with a finger. I find that shimmery shadows always go on so much better with a finger for me. So I'm just kind of patting that in. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to go back in and blend it out. But really building up that pigment so you get a nice shine. Then we're going to go in with that original blending brush and just blend that out on the crease and kind of dust over the colors a little bit. You don't want to dust away all of that shimmer, but just a little bit. And then we're going to go in with one final color. I'm going to go into this and take this matte brown at the end. It is called Whiskey. And I'm going to take this brush. Actually, I don't want to take this brush. I'm going to go back in with this brush that we did the third brown color with, and I'm going to take a little bit of that brown. I'm just lightly dabbing it, and just put it on, just really just pat gently on the outer V to darken up a smidge more. If you don't want to do this step, you don't have to at all. I don't know what time of the day the wedding is, so if this you think is too dark for the time of day, you really don't gotta do it. But just again, keeping it right on the outer line, which is why I recommend the tape, because it'll help if you get it on the tape. Obviously that's not going to be in the look, but it allows you to be kind of more carefree when you're putting the shadows on. So I'm going to go in again with this sparkly shade and kind of sparkle up a little bit. Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to take off the tape, and you see that created a really crisp line, and I'm going to go in, dust off the fallout with a regular powder brush. And I already set my face with powder, so fallout comes off really easily. I'm going to go back in with my sponge, kind of fix up the concealer that the tape took off a little bit. Like you see right there, I have a little divot. Try to carefully pat that out. Okay, so it looks like that, and then I'm going to go in with this tapered brush, and we're just with whatever is left on this. You don't want to add product to this because that's going to be too much for the under eye, but just gently sweep it under the under eye, like under your bottom lashes, to kind of bring the whole smokiness of the look together. And then again, gonna take this blending brush, kind of blend out that line a bit, blend out the top. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with eyeliner. I'm going with the Maybelline Master Graphic by Eye Studios. Sorry, it's really old, really ratchet. This stuff has honestly lasted me forever. If y'all need a good eyeliner, I recommend this. It's like a really fat tip. That's just the kind I like. And I'm gonna, I just pulled a fuzz from my blanket off my face. I'm gonna go in and do a wing. These lines with the tape help with the wing because that's the line that your wing should be on. So if you don't want to do a wing, you can just do it straight across and it'll look just as good. So that is what I'm going to do. That's my wing on that eye. I'm going to do this one. Okay, there's that wing. And then I'm going to take my regular black liner, which is the best eyeliner in the whole world. It's never talked about. If you're a longtime subscriber, you're going to know what it is because it's the only eyeliner I've ever used. Not ever used, but the only eyeliner I've used since like junior year of high school, so for the past 4 years. It is a Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Black Fever. I also love the blue one. I don't know the number, I think it might be 4, and it's electric blue. That one's great too, but it's just a regular like eyeliner, but it lasts forever and it's really creamy, so I'm a fan. And it's only like $2, so can't go wrong. You're gonna put that in the waterline. Alrighty. Then I'm gonna take mascara, you guys guessed it. Maybelline Lash Sensational. Again, only mascara that I've used for like the past 2 years. It's amazing, it's the bomb. It works so well. And I'm gonna coat my lashes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the face and put like bronzer and blush on, but this is the final eye look. Looks like that. So I'm going to go put the rest of my face makeup on, and then I'm going to come back and film the intro so you would have already seen it. So I hope you guys like this. Courtney, I hope this works for your wedding. I hope it turns out how you want it to turn out. Please text me with any questions because I'll probably be awake. But hope you guys like this. Yeah, I just kind of threw it together, and Courtney told me what she wanted, and I looked at the colors she had to work with. So this is what I came up with. Also, fill in your brows if you want to. I never fill in my brows. So that's where we're at. But I hope you guys like this, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!